Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Kristen, and I picked up a few things from Amazon during the Black Friday sales, so I just want to show you what I got, and then we'll go ahead and make a set using some of these. And if that sounds like a good time, be sure to subscribe and stick around. First up are these full cover 2XL sharp stiletto nail tips from Novo Ovo. And I definitely did not read the product description enough before purchasing these because if I had realized how incredibly flat they are, then I probably would not have picked them up. So the thumb fits pretty good for me. I think I'm going to try a smaller size and see if that fits better. And then we'll also take a look at it from like the side view, but it's totally my fault because when I looked through their like product images, like pretty much every picture is just like, these are not sculpted, these are flat, these are for flat nail beds. And I do have curved nail beds. See how flat that is? So yeah, I was just really excited because I don't have any like sharp full cover stilettos. Like usually they kind of have this like rounded edges to them. Like none really go to this like really sharp point unless I'm using nail tips and sculpting. But honestly, these ones are probably going to have to be more like nail tips for me because because they're so flat, they don't fit around the curve, but they fit better if I like move it down like this. So through no fault of the company at all, this is like my own fault for buying these, but they're just like not going to work for what I wanted them for. So that's kind of a bummer. But hey, at least they were on sale. And then I feel so fancy. I got some Apres Gel-X in they're called like almond extra long, but to me these are like oval shaped. And I've had a really hard time finding long oval shapes that don't bow out too much on the sides. And I just love the packaging that this comes in. There's half sizes and yeah, and the shape is just like really beautiful. So I was so happy to get these. And I don't know what changed, but I used to not be able to get a Prey from Amazon here in Canada without paying $50 to $60. And I don't know why these were only $22. And there was a bunch of a Prey stuff on there for way lower than I'd ever seen before. So, like, did a Prey get affordable all of a sudden? Or I don't know. I don't know what's going on there because they were always too expensive for me to buy. But anyway, we'll talk about those more later because we'll use them. But I got this Blush Dreams Pat Painting Palette, partially because Born Pretty doesn't make their pat paints anymore. And I very specifically wanted like a nude kind of blush color to kind of, well, you'll see here soon, but kind of blend out where the nail tip is attached so that you don't see that line of product. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, the packaging for this is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. I'm very happy that I made this purchase. So let's give it a try. I first started going for that light color, but then I thought maybe this peachy color might be more of like a skin tone. So I'm just going to take the tiniest bit out and then take a little sponge and give it a try. I'm going to test it on one of those oval nails from Apres, and I'm just going to pat the paint, like kind of really get it blended into the sponge. And first impressions are really good, like it's already having like a really nice blended effect. A little goes a long way. The stuff is so pigmented, it's actually kind of crazy. So I feel like even this amount was too much on the sponge. So like go in with a very, very, very light hand, but I'm loving how this is working. I think this is like perfect for what I wanted. Did you guys pick up anything during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales for your nails? I was trying to be like mindful and not spend too much money, so I just got these three things, but I'm loving it. Well, except for those Novo Ovo nails, but that's my fault. Anyway, I'm going to be using the BT Art Box gel glue. The stuff is like my favorite for applying nails. I actually want to stay on for some time, so I'm pretty sure I must have prepped my nails off camera and have a base coat on already. Now, this stuff you can just squeeze into the nail tips, but for whatever reason, I like applying it with a brush. I like applying a layer to my nail bed and then adding a little bit more product into the nail extension itself. And yeah, I do have little cat hairs that make their way into this sometimes, even more so now because, as some of you know, I just adopted another cat. They're both ragdolls. They're both so fluffy and like, yeah, there's gonna be fur in my nail videos because I also live in a small apartment and my nail studio is just like a corner of my living room and, it is what it is. I obviously make it work. So yeah, I'm gonna apply these. Now, something I just want to mention, I have to keep learning this lesson the hard way. If I wear gloves like this, and I like to wear these gloves with the fingers cut out just so that I don't get as much UV on my hands when I'm putting them in the lamp. But if I am wearing these gloves, I cannot put these nails on straight because I can't see my knuckles. Like, I can't get a good idea of, like, yeah, this is probably, I applied these like so not straight. It was driving me absolutely crazy. So I need to learn going forward, do not wear gloves when I'm applying these so that I can line them up with my knuckle. 1,000% I'm gonna forget that next time because I've done this so many times and I'm always like, shit, like I need to not do that. But anyway, these were really nice to apply. These are Prey nail tips. Oh my God, I am converted. They are so thin around the cuticle area that they just blended seamlessly into my nails. I was so shook. They're perfectly sculpted. You know what I mean? Like, they're sculpted, they're not too high. It's like this perfect little apex. And yeah, I'm really obsessed. And do you think I should get more Prey nails now that they're actually affordable on Amazon.ca? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I always just kind of avoided a Prey because they weren't accessible for me to buy. And now I feel like, oh my God, I understand what all the hype is about for these nails. Like, they don't make a lot of long lengths, which I wish they did, but yeah, these went on like a dream, and the shape is so lovely. Next, I'm going to take a diamond drill bit and just go around the cuticle, grabbing any of that product, the BT Art Box gel, any that might have lifted out. That BT Art Box gel is like, it doesn't cure to be hard. It's one of those gels that has like a bit of a gummy texture to it even after it's cured, which in general I don't really love that, but for some reason I make the exception for this product. And yeah, so it can, while I'm doing this, it can gunk up the nail file a little bit. So sometimes I'll do a nail or two and then just like stop the drill and kind of like clean off any gunk that might have stuck to it. And just a random thought I have sometimes is that I wish that all the nail glues that are used for applying nails like this, I wish none of them had a sticky layer. Because do you guys get this thing where like the layer underneath, like the underneath side, will get a bunch of like lint and random stuff stuck to it because there is like a sticky layer there? Like, I don't know. Like, if I was making a gel like this, I feel like I would do a better job, but obviously I don't know what I'm doing. But I would be like, no sticky layer and it cannot be gummy. If you know of a product that exists like that, please let me know because I have yet to come across one. But I stick to this product because I find it applies really nicely and I basically work around its faults because it holds onto my nails. I do a lot of nails. My nail beds are kind of damaged and thin, so they don't actually hold a lot of product anymore, but this stuff will hold everything in place. All right, so I started with the peach color, but it's too dark for what I wanted, so I switched to this lighter flesh tone, beigey, light pink color, loading up the sponge and just applying it right there. across that line that I want to camouflage. This thumb didn't turn out the best because I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm still kind of getting the hang of how to do this properly. And yeah, but for the other fingers, I did a better job. It's working perfectly for what I wanted it to do. And now I'm not going to feel weird about wearing clears or jelly polishes because I really hated seeing that line. So this really solves a nice problem for me. And that color is really nice. Actually, I think if I mixed this light color with that peachier color, that might be a better a better suited one for me. But wow, it goes such a long way. And after curing it, it doesn't even have a sticky layer. It cured like non-tacky, which I absolutely love. That's a really nice silver lining. I'm gonna use this jelly nude color from Born Pretty. It's got some glitter in it as well. Y'all know I love Born Pretty, but I really, really love their jelly nude colors. And if you are picking up anything from them, I have an affiliate link and a discount code in the description. So the first coat is looking pretty good, but I am going to go in and do a second coat of the jelly. And I think that the Pat Paint Gel did a good job covering that area, just like how I wanted. I am going to be decorating these nails quite a bit, so maybe it didn't even matter. Also, I love the glitter pieces in this one. I don't think I've actually used this color before. I think this was my first time doing it. I really like it. All right, we're heading right into decorating. I did the pinky off camera because it was just like a cluster of pearls and gems and stuff. Nothing crazy, but for this nail, I want it to look a little bit like a present. And I wanted to use white, but I wanted it to be very like washed out and watercolor looking. So I mixed a jelly white with a little bit of a regular white just so that I could have like this semi translucent kind of effect. I don't know why. I don't know where this idea came from, but that's just what I was going with. The theme of today's set is Dainty Pink Christmas. So that's the vibes. Hopefully it works out. I'm going to be using a silicone mold to make a bow. I did a custom pink color, which was just a couple of the Born Pretty jelly gels kind of mixed together to make this slightly darker pink color than what I'm already wearing. In hindsight, I actually kind of wish I had just done this in white, but whatever. This color looks really nice too. So I'm just pressing it into the mold. I'm just using one of these little these little cotton Q-tip sticks. I don't know. I started using these and I like them. I don't like using a brush in the silicone molds because I find that they're kind of floppy and I can't get I can't get a good poke on, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so I'm filling that up and then once I've got enough product in there, as you can see, I kind of had it like bent open and then I let it go naturally closed and then just kind of clean up some of the excess on there and then of course cure it. It cured all the way through, probably because I was using jelly colors. I'm really liking using silicone molds, and I just purchased a whole bunch more so that I can do a whole video about silicone molds. I don't know if I'm like super good at using them yet, but I'll watch a few tutorials too. I do feel like they always need some kind of shading or a little bit of extra work afterwards. Otherwise, I just find them to look a little bit flat sometimes. But yeah, so I'm going to move on to the middle finger and this is just like a garland, not a wreath, but yeah, like a garland of Christmas balls, I guess, keeping with like the pink and white theme. So I'm just gonna get these on here. And for my pointer finger, I decided to do this like white candy swirl that I spent a decent amount of time working on. I sugared it, and honestly, I was wearing it and it just did not, it was just like not matching the vibe of the rest of the set. The white was too bright, too intense. So the next day I filed it off. I just was like trying to see if I could live with it, and I could not. So I'm actually going to start this nail all over again. I tried to file off just the white, but I ended up filing off more, so I really had to redo the whole thing. And instead, we're going to go back to that more white watercolor look, and I'm going to do Christmas tree instead, which I think was the right decision because that candy swirl, it just stuck out so much from the rest of the set. Like, that's all you could see. It was like the first thing you noticed. And yeah, it just overshadowed every other nail. So I'm glad that I went and did this instead because it definitely suits the rest of the nails more. Like, it's more cohesive. And I'm just going to add a bunch of little pearls, like tree decorations. And yeah, I love it. I love how it turned out. And then lastly, for the thumb, I'm going to do a really cute little wreath nail. I made a couple of little bows. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use, so I just did two. They're both really cute though. These silicone molds are really fun. Like, now that I have a better idea of how to use them, they're really opening up a lot of possibilities for me with the nail art. So yeah, hold on. I've got a cat hair stuck in here again, but we're gonna just stick that right there. And then I'm gonna do a circle outline with some glue, spread it out a little bit more than what I'm doing here now. And then I can start just like applying more pearls and gems. I was very intentionally trying not to do too much for this nail set. I was trying to keep my decorating to a minimum as much as I can. But anyway, we're at the end of the video, so I'm creeping in with the finished set. And oh my god, it's so cute and dainty. I actually think the wreath nail is one of my favorites. It was so simple but so beautiful. And I think that the tree nail is my other favorite one, actually, which is good because that one almost didn't exist. But yeah, it's a very pink Christmas set, Pinkmas, dainty. It was just a freestyle, so I'm happy it worked out. I'm still wearing them. I'm doing the voiceover about a week later. I have not taken them off yet, and I have not had any lifting yet, so these might be a new favorite. What do you guys think about the shape? And I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got at least two more ideas for Christmas sets coming up. I really hope I can get them both out this month. But anyway, if you made it to the end, you are the best and I appreciate you so much. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.